Hi, class. As we are getting closer to the midpoint of the semester, I'm starting to feel the pressure of finishing the semester strong, but I'm not going to lie, I've started to get senioritis. This is my last academic semester since next semester I will be a full-time intern. I'm excited to wrap this chapter up so I can start a new one. One thing I'm really looking forward to is spring break. During the break, my family and my boyfriend's family will be going on a cruise. This will be my first time on a cruise, and I'm so excited. I'm really glad spring semester had a break in the middle of it so students can get a break from the constant schoolwork. One major aha movement that I've had when I was learning about family health traditions. I chose this topic because I can relate it to my life. I was born here in America, but my parents are both immigrants from South America. I would say I was raised in a very Hispanic household. The topic family health traditions hits so close to home because when I was sick, Vicks Vapor Rubs was the holy grail. My mom would smear what felt like half a tub of Vicks on my chest, on the soles of my feet, and under my nose. The next day, I would smell of Vicks, and all of my friends would make fun of me because they had no idea what Vicks Vapor Rub even was. I always knew everyone grew up differently. It was just hard growing up among kids that couldn't relate to my non-traditional American household. I feel family health traditions can cause societal and cultural issues since we live in a community with lots of different cultures mixed in it, and as a society, we must try and blend all cultures respectfully and in a way where we can have the person's well-being as a main priority. Some health traditions can take a more holistic approach, while the physician might take a more medicinal route. In this scenario, the physician needs to be able to treat the patient, but the physician must keep the beliefs of the patient in mind when creating the treatment plan. Physicians can see this scenario as a case where they must do more work to find alternatives for the treatment. Family health traditions has influenced me to have an open mind when interacting with patients since I can assume that they are comfortable with the standard care practice. I would need to tweak and change the treatment plan to fit their needs and traditions. I believe I would do this both personally and professionally. Not everyone is the same and with the same beliefs, so we must treat them the way they want to be treated. One dilemma that comes straight to mind is my experience at an urgent care clinic when I came in to be treated for a UTI. A little side note, that same year I had experienced at least 5 UTIs. I came into the clinic searching for answers on why I was experiencing so many UTIs. I came in, I checked in, waited in the waiting room until I was called and I was placed in a room. The nurse took my vitals and handed me a cup to go pee in. Once I came back into the room, I probably waited about 15 to 20 minutes until the doctor finally came in. He said I for sure had a UTI and he was going to prescribe me antibiotics. I asked him if there was anything I was doing that caused my frequent UTIs, and it felt like he was just reading off a list in his head of potential causes and left the room. I felt like he didn't even care or have any need of trying to help me find out what was causing it. He just wanted me to prescribe the antibiotics so I can pay for the visit and I guess come back a few weeks later since I hadn't figured out what the root cause was. Once leaving his office, I felt like I needed to figure out what the cause was, and I needed to search the web since the physician told me nothing informative. While talking to my friend about it, she suggested to me to go talk to her physician. She told me that her physician actually cares about her patients and she helps her patients figure out the root of the problem. When I spoke to the physician about my problem, she began asking all sorts of questions, and together we figured out that the main cause of my UTIs was stress. From the beginning, I should have done my research and found a physician who cared for her patients and specialized in women's health. Thank you.